Hey everyone, and welcome to my second podcast. This is the Yarn Journey Crochet Podcast. I almost forgot the name of my own podcast. Oh, sorry, Lily. My dog is sitting at my feet, and I didn't realize it until I stepped on her paw. So I didn't get as much crocheting done as I would have liked because both of my kids were ended up sick, and we had contractors in and out of the house all week. So they had me up super duper early. And so I was up early every morning. My kids were sick, like I said. And so crocheting didn't happen all that much. Sorry for my model fan breeze, but it's a little warmer today. It's, as you can see, better lighting. I have lighting. Last time I did it at night. Today I'm doing it in the middle of the day on a Sunday. So podcasts are going to be Sunday things because my husband's home during the day and I can film and have nicer lighting. And you can see my face, really. So I did start one new project, and I had a project that I started, but I didn't show you guys last time because it was upstairs in my bedroom. So I'm still currently working on the movie Night Cocoon, and I've made absolutely no progress on that. And I've made no progress on the teacup pot holders. As much as I would have wished to make some progress, on them, it just didn't happen. So I did start a little, oh, that looks bad. I did start a little project. Well, first I'll show you the project that I did that I've had started for months. I started socks for my husband, and I know knitted socks are a huge thing. Crochet socks don't seem to be all that big, but I was like, I want to make socks. So here is my husband's ginormous sock that I made him. I made this off of a video tutorial. Oh my gosh, this sock is just not wanting to work with me right now. Okay, there we go. It's a short cuff because he doesn't like anything above his ankle. So short cuff. This was a video tutorial from Happy Berry Crochet on YouTube, and I finished this, I would say, in 2 days. I did this. So my husband is drumming upstairs, so if you hear pounding, rhythmic pounding is my husband. Random pounds, it's probably my son with a drumstick trying to drum with dad. So this one I literally had done in like 2-3 days. That's all it took. But I got really bored. One, because it's just blue. It's not very fun to look at. I mean, it's not a fun pattern. I tried to switch up the look a little bit by like doing double crochets and then double crochets, like trying to put some kind of pattern in there, but still isn't all that fun to make. So here's the progress I've made on the second sock in like 2 months. I think I started these in September and we're now in November. So I haven't made hardly any progress. Like I just started crocheting on these again while I'm upstairs in my bedroom waiting for my husband to get ready for bed, shave, brush his teeth, whatever, because he takes a long time for work. And so, yeah, I haven't made much progress. I'm using how to do a little crazy acrobats there. I'm using the wool-like Similane Estilo Lana. I don't know if that's supposed to be. It's by Loops and Threads. It's in the colorway Denim Blue. Comes with a free pattern, but a lot of times our patterns tend to be knitted patterns. I don't know about this one. So, yeah. But this is what I'm using to make that. I mean, it's super soft and super squishy. Like, I love the yarn itself, but it's just kind of boring to look at. I wish they made like some fun colors or self-striping or variegated or gradient or something. But yeah, it's taken me forever to get that far on the second sock. And then last night, my husband tells me, and I look at him, I'm like, are you even going to wear these? Because he's not someone that wears things that are made for him. But I really wanted to make him some socks. So I asked him, I was like, are you even going to wear these? And he was like, probably not. I was like, you're going to make me waste all this time crocheting these socks for you not to even wear them. So I got a little peeved at that. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm still going to make these socks. I set out to make them. I'm going to make them. I was like, I don't care if you wear them when you're gaming and they're your gaming socks. Like, you're going to have socks from me. So that's that. That's the one work in progress. That has been a work in progress for months. The next project is this little cutie. I decided I was going to make a little beanie for my son. And he has a really big head. And he was Scooby-Doo for Halloween. And it comes with a beanie that's supposed to fit kids ages 12 to 18 months. Well, it was too small. Like, it barely fit him like this around his head. And it's supposed to, like, cover his ears and, you know, basically hit right above your eyebrow where most beanies are. They're, like, mid-forehead, like, boop, like right here. Didn't cover the ears, like, just went straight around. And I was like, wow, he has a big head. Okay. So I figured I would make a beanie for him. And this is what I've gotten so far. I had to frog a lot of it, and now it's a tangled mess. Because I have this 99 crochet post stitches. I love post stitches, and I just love the way they make a beanie or really anything look. It gives it texture, it gives it patterns, and I loved these horizontal chevrons. I just love the way they look. And I was like, I want that on his beanie. And I did it, but I noticed because you have to make the post stitches a little tighter or you'll get those big holes like I got on my other bun beanie that has cables. I made that was like this next row. I had all the cables, the chevrons done. Here's what I have so far. It looks similar to the Deborah beanie. So, yeah. I had it all done, and it was just that one section is right in this spot where your head's the widest, and it got too tight. It wouldn't go on. So, I had to frog it all. I added actually additionally 12 stitches right in that area, because I know that it's going to get tighter, but everywhere else has like this nice stretch and it fits fine. It fit in fine before the post stitches. So when I added the post stitches and it got too tight, I added 12 stitches, and it's just going to be in that section. And then I'm going to have to reduce it by 12 stitches after, so it won't basically go like this and then comes in a little and then, you know, like pops out and looks crazy. So yeah, I'm thinking I might do a pattern for it. I don't know. I have to see how it's going to turn out. If it turns out super duper cute, then yes. But I have to experiment with the different sizes for different kids' heads, for adult heads. You know, with my Deborah beanie, it was pretty easy. As long as you have an even number of stitches, you could do any size. I mean, that was the easy beanie that no matter how many stitches, as long as they were an even amount, your beanie is going to look exactly like the beanie that is on the picture. So, yeah, I'm working on that, and it was a total bummer to have to frog and have this giant, lovely yarn mess that I have to untangle. So that is pretty much it for works of progress when it comes to crochet. Now, two nights ago, I had the inspiration. I was watching YouTube videos, and I always see these project bags on knitting stuff. I've even seen them on crochet channels, and I just love the way they look and they hold your stuff. And I got the creative itch, and I stayed up until like midnight sewing. So that would be my next work in progress, because actually I have no finished projects this week. This is my next work in progress. I guess technically this is a finished object, but it's a little rough because this is definitely like prototype. So I know my husband's drumming, but I'm going to text him because I'm sure it's going to annoy a lot of people, because most people don't like to listen to just drums. Loudly on the video. Okay. Hopefully he'll stop now. Anyways, this is a rough bag because I've never sewn project bags before, and I was totally winging it, and yeah. Dimensions aren't correct at all. Like I said, I just cut out some couple squares at a size I thought I would like and just started sewing. So it's super duper rough, but I love the way it turned out in the end, minus the roughness of it. So here's the bag. And I did one side upside down. I didn't realize it until I was already sewing it together. So here it is. That is the outside. So it's like super cutesy, tea party. And then the inside is this super cute, like green. Oh my gosh, this is like super washing it out. It's like green polka dots. I love it. And I have this little pink ribbon drawstring. So, and this was another thing I had to improve on, because as you can see, part of the drawstring isn't drawing the way it's supposed to. So yeah, there's some rough edges. Like you can see the seams aren't quite like lining up. And I don't want these seams on the outside. I want them kind of tucked in. So there's still a few things I have to adjust. And dimension-wise, I feel like this bag is a little small, because if I tried to... We'll do the socks because they're a little smaller. So if I just tried to put this in here, it's a little tight. I mean, it fits, and I can get everything in there. But I mean, as you can see, it's kind of crammed. So yeah, these are a little small, but I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the dimensions, and now that I kind of know exactly what I want and how I'm going to do it, it will be a lot nicer and more finished looking. And I'm hoping to put these up on Etsy to buy. When, I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully within this next couple of weeks. I wish I could have done zipper bags, but I don't have any zippers, and I just don't feel like experimenting with zippers at the moment, just because I don't want, to mess up any more, because I went through quite a bit of fabric to figure this one out, and I don't want to waste any more, because I really like the way these go together, and I'm hoping that a lot of other people like it. I mean, and the one thing I liked about the drawstring, I mean, you could do it with the zipper too, but it's a little harder. The drawstring bag, if you really wanted to, it's reversible. So that's the good thing about drawstrings is, I just pop this under and it's, or gosh, this stinking ribbon. I don't think I'm going to do ribbon. I'm going to have to do some kind of cording because the ribbon's just not working. Maybe it's too wide. I don't know. But like I said, it's reversible, so you can use both sides. And then this way, it's a little more plain, but you still have this nice floral, pretty pink tea party at the top. So this is what it's more going to look like once it's finished and fine-tuned. It's going to look a little bit cleaner, more on the edges, like that. It's going to look more like a bag you would buy at the store. But I'm, like I said in my first podcast, I am not an experienced sewer, to say the least. So to me, even getting a bag out of this was success. And here comes my daughter. I see you. I see you right there. I see you in the screen. So I'm going to show the fabrics that I plan on using. All of them are very pretty and super pretty and feminine, florals. They're my favorite. I don't wear them, but I love the look of them. If you don't, well, my first video you couldn't tell, but I tend to wear a lot of blacks and neutrals like gray, white, maybe reds and darker purples, like gems colors. I'm not a bright, frilly, I just don't. I don't feel it looks good on me, but I love the way it looks. So that's where I buy fabric that I would never wear, but I fall in love with. So here are the fabrics I plan on using together. So I have, here we go. They were tucked into each other. So I have one that has a bunch of herbs on it because I love gardening. And that's another reason why I like doing florals, is because I love gardening, especially these ones. It has, I believe these are echinacea flowers. So there's like lavender, bay, dill, what else? I think those are thyme. So they're super like floral and pretty, light greens, pinks. And with that fabric would go this one. Also different herbs, but it shows like different pictures of them. So there's lovage, there's bay, basil, thyme, rosemary. Super cute. I love it together. So that's going to be a bag. Let's see. Let's get this crochet out of the way. And then, then there's ones that, it's super weird because when I think of France, I don't fall in love. But when I see like the vintagey, romantic type Paris, France type of stuff, I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. So this is a stamp one, and it has all kinds of stuff. There's the Eiffel Tower. I believe there's, oh no, I don't remember. I don't know the name of that architectural building. But I think it's in France, I'm pretty sure. But there's all kinds of that, and there's flowers and butterflies. Well, there's only no flowers on here, but there's butterflies, which I felt tied perfectly with these butterflies, and now it's upside down, and flowers and little bird cages, and I felt like those would go together. I mean, this is just fabric that I have together. Some of these, like this one, I'm still a little iffy. I feel like this would go better because the front is so busy that it should probably just have like a neutral inside, but I haven't done any fabric shopping in months. So we just got a new Joann's. So I'm hoping we got a new Joann's in the beginning of October, and I went to the grand opening of it. And I was there for over an hour waiting for fabric, and they still had about an hour to go before they got to me. Maybe even an hour and a half. And my son was cranky and tired. So we just ended up leaving, and I never even got the fabric that I wanted. So I'd probably go back and maybe get some neutral fabrics or single color fabrics to go with the inside. So there's another one. This one I love together because it is a more neutral. There's this really pretty pink floral with just all kinds of designs. And then this beige. Oh my gosh, everything's looking so washed out. It's beige with this light, super light pink, just like viney stuff going on. And I felt like this together would be perfect, like the perfect bag. It's super cute. And then, like I said, here's another France inspired one. Tons of butterflies. I don't know what it is with France and butterflies, but they have butterflies on almost every one. The Eiffel Tower, Parisian, Paris, 1889. So romantic sounding. Even though in history I'm probably sure it wasn't all that great. I'm not entirely sure of my historical references, so I'm not sure what was going on in 1889. I'd have to look it up. And I felt like because this is black and white with just touches of gold, that it would go really nice with this wildflower pattern. Mainly the butterflies. I feel like butterflies, you need flowers with them. So with the black and white, a really pretty inside colorful one. Some of these, like I said, I'm still not completely sure. I feel like some of them would be better. Like I would love to have this as an outside pattern, but I don't have anything that would go on the inside. Maybe like a light purple or light pink or even maybe even yellow, I think would look really well. But this is just seeing where we go. If you guys have any preferences or you think certain fabrics will go better with a different one that I'm pulling up, please let me know because I'm not going to be the one buying these. Maybe you guys will. I'm not sure. So this is actually the same fabric that I use for the cover of my book, my bullet journal. So I have this one, and I felt it would go really well with this. I'm not sure which queens these are, France, but they have French queens all over them, and they're beautiful. So I felt like that would go really well with this one. And I noticed with the France ones, they have a lot of like stamps and postmarks, writing, and like I said, very romantic. It reminds me very much of like Jane Austen, but French, not English. So yeah, I feel like these are cute together. Once again, butterflies tying together, the yellow butterflies, and then there's pink ones, flowers. So I'm super excited. This is a project that I'm excited about. And then here's another one. That's another Paris fabric. I'm really hoping this isn't coming out too washed out because these prints are beautiful. So there's that. And of course, same butterflies. But I wanted to put it with a more, it's still a busy pattern, but I feel like it's more subtle than all the different aspects of it. It's just a repeating pattern. So those two going together, I feel like would look super duper nice. This is like so not crochet related, but I guess it kind of is because we all have to put our projects somewhere. So that was pretty much it. And then I have this one that I love this fabric. I don't know what it is, but maybe call me basic or I follow the trends. I don't know. I love deers and I've always have. I just love, there's certain things about like bears, wolves, and deers. I just love seeing them in nature and I just love prints with them on it. And I just really like this print and I want to make a bag out of it. One for me and, a few for Etsy, but I don't have anything to go with it for a lining. So I'll have to find something. So yeah, that's pretty much it that I have for the podcast this time. I have no idea how long this is going. But yeah, I'm hoping to have more projects this week because the blunt of my kid's sickness started, I would say Tuesday or Wednesday. So it was a rough few days, and the construction in my home is finished. So there's that. I'm glad that's over because, like I said, they were having me up early in the morning. Oh, I forgot about my tea. So I have this, excuse my lipstick. One, I just want to show you this cup. It says, "A dreamer's love can inspire great things." And I saw this at Michael's and I fell in love with it. And this is, I guess, the chit chat version, or the chit chat time of the podcast. I saw this at Michael's and I think, let's see. No, I took the tag off. I think it was on sale for like $2.50, $3. Oh my goodness. I just realized my eyeshadows are not even. But they look even in person, just not on camera. What, Lily? Do you want to come up here and say hello? Come on. My big lab. She's my third baby. Yes. Yes, you're so cute. What? What? So, I ended up buying that from Michael's for like $2, $3. Can I help you? For $2, $3. And I love little inspirational mugs like that. I'm a coffee drinker. I love coffee. Dog hair. I'm a coffee drinker through and through, but there are sometimes, oh, did I get a good spot? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You're shaking this the whole. I'm a coffee drinker through and through, but I do like tea. Right now I'm drinking a Celestial Seasonings. This is from last year. It was one of their holiday teas. Yes, it was. It was a sugar cookie sleigh ride or sleigh time tea, and I know a lot of Americans don't do that, but they put like milk and sugar in their tea. So I ended up just putting like a splash of sugar because it's a sugar cookie. So I put a little bit of sugar cookie. Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking. Coffee creamer, just a splash of it. Not much, just enough to give it a little sweetness. What? You're just as bad as Daddy. All right, come on, off. So, yeah, she wants my love and attention. Really, she just wants a butt scratch. Huh. Not really her butt, like right above her tail. You want a butt scratch. So, yeah. I'm hoping, I've been going through Pinterest a lot. Oh, God. There is a dog hair. I can feel it stuck to my face. But I can't get it. Okay, I think I got it. I've been going on Pinterest a lot, and I've been finding a lot of really cute shawls. And I'm just like, oh, I need to crochet another shawl. Because the only shawl I've ever done was the virus shawl. And that was fun. It took a little while, and I want to do something kind of bright, but like purples or reds. Like I said, I don't wear very many bright colors. Like this is black and gray, but I mean, these are like bright greeny butterflies, and like that's as bright as it gets. So tea sip. So yeah, I don't wear a lot of bright colors. I mainly stick to blacks, grays, whites. Haven't been wearing white as much because my son is he turns a year old in, today's the 5th. Is it the 5th? Yes, November 5th. So my son turns 1 in 4 days, and he walks and crawls and climbs, which is scary. But I don't wear whites because he likes to use me as a napkin. So, I mean, there's days when I change my clothes several times because he likes to use me as a napkin, and I end up having food all over me. Like, I'll try wiping his face, but then he'll, like, have whatever food's left, and he'll just kind of, and then just wipe his face on me. And I'm like, oh, kid, I can't ever be clean. So, yeah. I'm really hoping to do another shawl. I really like, oh my gosh, what was it? Let me see if I can get my phone. If you noticed, the drumming stopped. I just noticed that. Okay. Let me pull up my Stash to Go, the Ravelry app. I keep it on my phone. Let's see. I think it's like oh my god, I don't remember the name of it. Oh, I found this super cute. This just came out like a couple of weeks ago. Oh my god, there's still that hair. It is this super cute pattern, if my phone would load. Okay. I have to close. Oh my goodness, I have so many apps open, that's why. It's like chit-chatting with a friend, you know? You have to sometimes wait. I saw this. It's a beanie that says hooker on it, and it has a crochet hook. Where's the other picture? Like, how great is that? I totally want to make it. And I love the colors that they chose. It's super cute. So there's that I really want to make. That's $6 CAD. I'm not sure what that is, though. CAD? Canadian dollars, maybe? That would be my guess. Oh, here's another one. I've been looking into boot cuffs, and I saw these super duper cute boot cuffs. Oh my gosh, I gotta find them. They're adorable. Oh my gosh, where'd you go? No. I have to find it. Okay, here they are. So obviously everybody's in love with foxes and raccoons, but seriously, oh my goodness. How cute is that? Right? Like, oh my gosh. They're adorable. This pattern's $375 US dollars. Oh, no one's made them yet. I'm totally going to be the first to make them. I'm hoping that they're adjustable sizes. Since they have an adult large, I'm sure because it's the boot cuff itself, it could totally be made bigger or smaller. Because I have huge calves. Like, I played soccer in high school, and ever since then, my calves have been humongous. When I buy boots, I have to get the boots with the like elastic on the side too. And here's something else. I'm totally like showing you guys my favorites on Ravelry. Oh no, it went away. Where did you go? I've just been like looking into like warmer stuff, and of course, I was on a crochet group on Facebook called Crochet Addict, and they have like, I think it's like 20 to 30,000 people on it. So there's crochet stuff posted like every 10 to 15 minutes. And I saw these super duper cute stockings, and they are who's the maker? I believe this is a $4 pattern, and I'm trying to figure out who makes them. Mary Smith. She does some of the cutest stuff, especially like oh my god, I don't know the name. Like Ominaguni. I never figured out how to say that. But these little stockings are adorable. Like, and they have little matching stuffed animals. And I'm just like, I need you in my life. You're adorable. Oh, that's it. Okay. But yeah, there is this blanket that I saw, and I was just like, how? Oh, here we go. With all my heart. It's a new pattern. It came out in October, I believe. Yep. Published October 1st. I try to stay up with like the newest stuff published, just because I love seeing all the newer patterns. Like, yes, the virus shawl and the fluffy meringue blankets, they're all cute and all, but I want to find some newer stuff. And I like finding people that are, crocheters and makers that aren't super well known, like, you know, Deirdre, who does Charlotte's Square, and Sophie's Garden, Sophie's Universe. You know, everyone knows her, and not that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's great. She's made a name for herself, and her patterns are gorgeous. But this one is by Markin of the Hat and Eye. And this pattern, so it looks, okay, hold on. Ooh, I'm getting a bad reflection. There we go. The hearts are empty in the center. So they make little hearts and interlock them for the blanket. And they look so adorable. And I really want to make that. But I'm like, it looks a little intimidating, I'm not going to lie, because you have to interlock all those hearts and make them individually, I'm guessing, and then add them to the blanket, which that's time consuming. I mean, all crochet is time consuming, but that seems really time consuming, kind of like the peppermint swirl blanket. I mean, I've heard it's beautiful once it's done, but it's a beast to finish. So I've been trying to find a lot of new makers, just because, you know, I'm a new maker too. I only have 2 patterns up on Ravelry and Etsy that I've actually made, like, written out patterns, not graph cans. Graph cans, I mean, people seem tempted by them, but to me, I feel like they're easy to make because it's just squares on a chart, and it's just taking the time to color everything and color correct it. So, but actually writing patterns, you know, the fun part is making it. The daunting part is writing it all out and not missing steps and making sure everything's explained correctly to where someone's going to understand. And that can be, it's a task. So when I see new makers, I want to try, you know, it's that very much, you're a small business, I'm a small business, let's work together, you know, kind of thing. Because I would hope someone would do the same for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting some new projects. Hopefully get some Christmas stuff done this next week. And I'll have some finished objects for you. Hopefully I'll have the beanie, and that sock may get finished. It may get frogged. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I'm hoping finished. Hopefully I'll have the pot holders finished. I got the thing from the post office telling me when I have to send everything out by, which for domestic in the United States is December 19th. So for everyone who is making gifts and sending them to people that are not necessarily in the same town as you, that are states away, it was December 19th. Oh, for international, I believe it was like December 12th. Early December. I'll just say that. If I know, I'll like put it somewhere. I'd have to grab my, oh, hold on. My bag is right here, so it's probably in this mess somewhere. Okay, here we go. So, for international, priority mail is December 9th. Priority International Express is December 14th. Global Express Guaranteed, December 19th. Domestic first class packages, December 19th. Priority, December 20th. And Express Mail, Priority Mail Express, December 22nd. So, I hope I have helped someone to figure out when they're supposed to be sending their gifts, because I know that this time of year is super stressful with getting out Christmas cards, decorating cookies, and making items and sending them. It's a little overwhelming, so a little help goes a long way. So yeah, I'm hoping to get, oh gosh, there's that hair again. This hair is like clinging for life to me and does not want to go away. So yeah, oh my gosh, I totally lost my train of thought. Yay. So hopefully I'll have some finished items for everybody. And hopefully I'll have a pattern for my little baby Beanie, baby Beanie. And something super exciting. My husband is a big fan of Doctor Who. So I'm hoping that within this next 2-3 weeks, because I want to get all my Christmas crocheting done, I'm hoping to have a Doctor Who pattern, Grafgan pattern up on my Etsy store. So that is something that I'm hoping to get done before the end of December, or before the end of November. So yeah, Doctor Who. And it's going to be a pretty intense blanket, and it's going to come in actual squares because it is going to be a pretty big blanket. But I've noticed with some of my bigger patterns where it's like a big central picture, I've gotten comments that sometimes it's a little harder to see the blocks, but I mean, it's hard because the program I use, it doesn't really let me clear anything up, and it's trying to fit so many boxes on small sheets of paper, you know? So yes, graph cans are a little hard to read sometimes. As long as you can see the square and you're able to count them, it's a good pattern. I mean, just because you can't read the numbers on the side doesn't mean it's a bad pattern. It's the nature of the beast. You're trying to fit ginormous blanket pattern on a few pieces of paper. You know, I even give the option of a 16, like a 4x4, 4 sheets by 4 sheets. So that's 16 sheets of paper. It's huge. And it tends to come out a little blurry because I'm trying to fit 250 squares, little tiny individual boxes on these sheets. So it's kind of the nature of the beast, but it happens. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect system at all. But yeah, this blanket is going to be broken up by squares because the way my husband wants it. So there's going to be 4 alien squares, the aliens that he comes across. I wouldn't say them. Well, this is a new Doctor Who, not the Doctor Who from the 60s, 70s. This is the newer one. So it tends to be the ones they come across the most, -1. So it's going to have the Cybermen. It's also going to have the Daleks, because that's like Time Lord's sworn enemy, or the Daleks. The Weeping Angels, which I'm kind of dreading making that square because it's going to be difficult and it's going to be super pixely, but fingers crossed I can get it done. And the other one he chose was an Ood, which I kind of like the Oods. But with all their tentacle work, that's going to be a little hard. But I'm going to try and make it work. And, you know, obviously there's going to be a TARDIS. It's going to have Doctor Who squares, like Doctor Who is going to be separate because of how he wants it set up. And on the sides, so there's 4 aliens in each corner. In the center, it says Doctor and then Who on the bottom, TARDIS in the center. Along the line, on the sides, one side is going to say Geronimo, and the other one is going to say Alonzi. So, yeah, it's going to be a crazy blanket to make. It's going to be a crazy pattern to make. But for those Doctor Who fans, I know I don't have anything on my Etsy site yet, but I'm thinking about making these as individual squares for purchase, as well as a pack to purchase to make the whole blanket. I mean, these squares are still like 52 stitches, by 52 by 52 stitches. So, I mean, you can make a freaking pillow out of just the alien square. Like a small-ish, you know, like a throw pillow for your couch or something. So, I mean, it's still decent size. It's going to be, this blanket's going to be huge if you put it all together the way I'm putting it together. But I think I'm going to sell it individually, except like the Doctor Who ones. I'll sell Doctor Who together. So that's something to look forward to if you're a Doctor Who fan, because I don't have anything Doctor Who yet. And I know I have a few things like Game of Thrones, obviously Supernatural because it's close to my heart. Once Upon a Time is on there. I need to do Doctor Who. I know there's a lot of Sherlock fans. I'm trying to catch up with the fandoms, um, trying to see which ones have big fandoms. I'm not sure, which ones do, which ones don't, unless you're kind of already in it, and then you're like, ah, huge world just opened up. Okay, I'm totally rambling at this point, and it's kind of crochet related, but um, I'm really hoping to have more. I know I've said this several times. I'm hoping to have more crocheted items for you next time. Hopefully, I'll have some bags to show you. Some will be up in maybe a couple weeks. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to make some stitch markers too, because I have some cute beads stitch markers. I'm feeling those too. I want to be kind of like the one-stop crochet shop, minus hooks, because you can get those anywhere. Stitch markers are a little harder to find. Project bags, obviously Etsy's overflowing with them, but I feel like they're more knit targeted, like it's knitting group targeted. So I'm going to do more crochet targeted, maybe do a crochet hook pocket or something. I don't know. That's getting a little fancy, but we'll see. But that's pretty much it for this crochet podcast. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a great day, night, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. Right now it's 3. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and you come back for episode 3. Bye.